And we're back. This is Frank, and with me is Albert. Yeah,
yes!
There we go.
Here we are.
We are going into game number 2 between... You go ahead.
Between, in the left corner, the top left corner, it is the Dutch StarCraft player, the winner of the NSSL, but unfortunately the loser of last game. It is IzNo Best.
And in the bottom right corner, fighting for the Danish people, it is Storm, our Grandmaster Zurich player. And as you can see, he's mining.
He is mining. Is that really strange, Frank?
No, I guess it's quite normal, but like I said, I haven't been playing a lot of Heart of the Swarm, so I'm not up to date on all the latest tricks, you know.
Yeah, the latest tricks are not that you stop mining and then suddenly do something else. The probe rushes or the worker rushes are not really enhanced by Heart of the Swarm.
Okay, so no early pressure then.
Well, some early pressure, but not that early.
Alright.
We have something called the Overlord drop, which is like when you put your Overlord in the opponent's base and then suddenly it becomes a ground unit and it can smash workers. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really new, Frank.
I hope we get to see it this game.
Oh yeah, I hope we get to see it every game.
Alright, so it's a best of 3, so that means that if Storm wins this game, he actually wins the match. And if IzNo wins it, we'll have another ace game. And, you know, this is in the winner bracket, like I said, so the loser of this game will drop down to the loser bracket. He will not be eliminated from the Dutch StarCraft League, so don't fret. This is just a friendly game. No real consequences yet.
So all these guys have already won a couple of games, Frank? I mean, in what round did you start? Round of 128?
No. So there were 64 players who qualified for the individual league, and they were split up over 4 different brackets, each with 16 players, of course. And this is a game from the round of 16 in the winner bracket from one of these rounds. So this is actually
the first game in the real tournament.
Exactly.
Ah, that's interesting. Okay, so they have not played a game. They have of course qualified, but they have not played a game yet in the real official tournament.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right, we see a gas and spawning pool coming down from the Zerg player. And last game we saw a lot of Reapers from the Terran. Do you think we're going to see a lot of Reapers on this map again? Or is this map not so Reaper favored as last one?
Well, I don't know. I think each map has something to say for it for Reapers. I think this one is actually really suited for Reapers because it's got really wide angles to go to the natural, and it's got a wide angle to go like in the back where the rocks are. You can jump over the cliff and then jump right into the main. So I think actually Reapers would be a really cool idea here. But as we can see, IzNo Best is already taking a factory really quickly. So I think he is going for Widow Mines.
Yep. Yeah, these Widow Mines, right? These are these new units that can burrow. Tell me about the Widow Mines.
Yeah, the Widow Mines. Oh, I really love the Widow Mines, Frank. I just recently switched to Terran, and I'm really not that good. I'm just only in Gold League. But I really love my Widow Mines because, yeah, it's units. You produce them from the factory. If you have a reactor, you can build 2 at a time. And the units, they don't have any attack, but you can burrow them, and when they're burrowed, they can explode when a unit comes near it. And what's funny about the Widow Mines is that they don't kill themselves when they blow up. So they just...
They fire a missile, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I think it's something like that, yeah. And then they have to have a little time to recharge, in which they don't shoot. Right. And if they are recharged, they can shoot again. So as long as they're burrowed, they can shoot at anything that's in the vicinity. And that's exactly why something like Widow Mine drops are really efficient. If you don't know that a Widow Mine is in your worker line, then it really could fuck up all your workers.
I guess so, yeah. And they shoot air as well, right?
Yeah, they shoot everything. They used to shoot cloaked units, but that was really sick and stupid. So they don't shoot cloaked units anymore.
Alright. And I guess Widow Mines don't cost a lot of gas because we still see IzNo Best only mining gas with 3 workers. He hasn't saturated his gases so far. And the Zerg player actually has made quite a few Zerglings, which have met up with a couple of Marines in the middle of the map, I guess.
No, it were actually Hellions. We didn't get to see any Widow Mines. They were just Hellions.
Hellions. Sorry, I missed that. Sorry, people at home. But what I can tell you, there's a lot of Zerglings on the field now that are basically going to do nothing because IzNo Best is walled up inside his main base at the top with some Marines behind it. So unless there's going to be a lot of Banelings really soon, which there aren't, I guess, then these Zerglings are just going to be for map control. but not gonna do much else.
Yeah, I think Storm is actually really aggressive. He's a really aggressive player, it seems. Already building that much circlings, trying to do some damage, hoping that maybe the front isn't walled in properly. And he hasn't even taken the third yet, but he is going to layer. So perhaps we're gonna see really quick mutas.
We might. There's also a Baneling nest coming up, so I don't know. Of course, this might be for defensive purposes, and if you have a lot of Zerglings, you might as well get some Banelings too. But I don't know. Yeah, IzNo is starting to get tanks up. So
yeah.
There's. Whoa! Look at that Zergling fly. Woo.
Yeah, I know. The new physics are like amazing.
Right.
If everything flies all over the place. I saw one. What? Go ahead.
No. I was just laughing at the Zerglings flying all over the place. So go ahead.
Yeah. I saw one video where, like, I think DSCL was having a huge army of Void Rays, and then the player he played against burrowed all his Widow Mines directly underneath the Void Rays, and all the Void Rays blew up into tiny little pieces. It was really beautiful to see. It was also really painful. But it was really nice. Like, those things happen. Actually, like, stuff also falls off cliffs with the new physics. That's really cool. Yeah.
So you might actually get spoiled. I mean, like, if there's a fight up on a cliff in like a 3v3 or something, then people who don't actually have vision... Oh, no, wait, that's just silly. That couldn't happen. Okay, never mind.
No, it's just when stuff dies, it sometimes falls off cliffs.
Right, okay.
It's not like the Marines say, "This is Sparta," and then push stuff off cliffs.
Whoa, I'm catching these dead flying Zerglings, by the way. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Supplies are surprisingly even, by the way.
Yeah, but Storm is now taking the third base.
His Spire just finished, by the way.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna see some mutas. He doesn't have a lot of gas yet, but he's gonna make a few, 4 in production right now. But actually, IzNo is gonna move out right now, and this is a pretty scary army.
I'm not sure if Mutalisks are the best choice against Tank Marine.
Well, you have to snipe the tanks, of course, but I don't think... Yeah, he's producing 6 right now, but I don't know if it's enough. Storm really gotta make some Banelings really quickly right now.
There they come.
Yeah,
the first mutas are out, but the first one is nearly flew over some of the Marines. Tanks are now sieging up, maybe restricting the flow of units from the Zerg between the Natural and the third. But here come the Zerglings. Oh, they're actually surrounding the tanks. This is amazing for Storm. Yeah,
this is really bad for IzNo Best, because he's gonna lose all these Marines as well if the Banelings come in. And I don't think he's gonna be able to snipe this hatch. Where are the Banelings? Oh my god! They're not even anywhere to be seen.
There was only one Baneling going towards these Marines, and IzNo Best sniped it pretty decently. So this hatch is definitely going down, and some Overlords to boot. But these Marines, well, they're kind of stuck in a corner because there's now more Banelings, Mutas, and Zerglings waiting for them. So I'm not sure if they're gonna escape, but they might be, they might still pay for their. Well, of course, they have already paid for themselves. Oh, but they're not gonna pay for themselves if they're on hold move command. Ah. That was
so that squad got cleaned up, but Storm lost his third, and that's really painful. I think IzNo Best is in a really good spot right now if he just can keep off the pressure of these mutas right now. And oh, this is a great snipe! Oh, he loses all his mutas. This is gonna be really tough.
And we just saw the Terran. If we looked at the production tab, we saw lots of upgrades in unit for the Terran coming up, even medevacs and turrets, actually. Turrets just finishing up now that the mutas are flying overhead, whereas the Zerg was only making a few Zerglings at that time. Right now it's picked up, but there's another turret waiting for these mutas, so I'm not sure if they're going to do enough damage to be worth this attack. There's the Marines to clean up the rest of the mutas, and that is the last...
Circling run by the way, while the Marines are out of town.
Yeah, Marines are out of town. Oh, and these Marines are dangerously low on health. Oh, some Banelings coming. One Baneling... Oh! Humanity!
Oh, this is really tough for IzNo Best right now. Where are all his units? They're all dead. Storm is just gonna move in.
He lifts the supply depot just in time for the Banelings to blow it up, and now it's Zerglings versus SCVs, and that's not the battle you want to take. The supply is now telling the story, I guess. Zerglings right on top of your production facilities. You don't want to have that as a Terran. You might try and pick them up as they spawn, but IzNo Best conceding the game, saying congratulations to his opponent. And that's it for game number 2, and that means that IzNo Best loses the match 2-0. and drops down to the loser bracket of the Dutch StarCraft League. But of course, we'll see him again. Maybe we have seen him again, like, because maybe his loser bracket game has already been casted.
I don't know.
That might actually be true. So go check out that game if you haven't seen it, and come back to the website soon to see more games from Albert and Frank. Did you like it, Albert?
Oh, I loved it, Frank. I really, it was a shame that those were such short games, because I didn't really get to ask anything about the Dutch StarCraft League anymore, because there was also a lot of action going on all the time. So yeah, we didn't get to chat a lot, but yeah, it was fun casting.
Maybe I can find us on a long, tedious TVT to cast.
Well, rather not a tedious one, but a very tense one. That would be fun.
One. Final thing to everyone listening: if you look over there. Yeah, you'll not only see Albert, but right next to Albert, you'll see information about the finals.
On this side, right?
Exactly. I expect you all to be there. If you're not, then you'll be square. So, see you there. Oh, and definitely recommend getting seat reservations, by the way. There's already over a third of the seats have been reserved by now.
All right.
And, yeah, that's a lot. And reservations are coming in quickly. But also, a lot of the seats will be filled by people who haven't reserved, because there will be lots of people from the anime conference walking in during the finals. So do make sure to get a seat. It's only €5. You'll make sure to have a seat. And also, you support the Dutch StarCraft League and esports in the Netherlands. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And that's, of course, awesome, because we want to see more epic games from amazing Dutch players and players from all around the world playing in this great tournament.
Awesome. Guys, check out the sponsors. They're right there. And see you guys next time. Oh.